students, this is the last video of this chapter. The chapter is Body Fluids and Circulation. In this video, we will be studying ECG. While cardiac cycle is taking place, various events are also occurring. So, a graphical record of these events is known as electrocardiogram. So, how to read various waveforms of this ECG? Let's see. Body fluids and circulation. Now we will be studying electrocardiogram. They are also known as ECG. So, let's begin. What is an electrocardiogram? It is a graphic record. Record of what? Record of electrical events. And from where these electrical events occur? They are occurring during a cardiac cycle. There is an instrument which is used for recording all these heart's electrical variations. This instrument is known as electrocardiograph. And in this instrument, potential differences of heart muscles are recorded with the help of a galvanometer. In ECG, there are two types of waves. First is depolarization wave and second is repolarization wave. So, the depolarization wave represents the generation of a potential difference, while a repolarization wave appears when depolarization is over and the muscle fiber is returning to its original polarity. So, when there is a potential difference, depolarization will be there, and when the muscle is returning to its original polarity, repolarization will be there. So, look into the graph. We can see here few waves. First is P wave. P wave is indicating impulse of contraction, and from where it is generated? It is generated from SA node and it is spreading in atria and it causes atrial depolarization. This interval, that is PQ, look into the diagram. This interval PQ represents atrial contraction and it is taking 0.1 second. Now comes the QRS complex. So, look into the diagram. This is Q, this is R and this is S. So, this is the QRS complex. What QRS complex is indicating? It is indicating spread of impulse. Impulse of what? Impulse of contraction. From where? From AV node. So, this impulse of contraction is spreading from AV node to where? To the walls of ventricles. Through which? Through bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. And it is causing what? Causing ventricular depolarization. So, this QRS complex also represents repolarization of SA node. So, just note it is repolarization. Now comes the RS of QRS wave. So, look into this diagram. This is R, this is S. So, this RS of QRS wave and ST interval. So, this RS and this ST interval, this is showing ventricular contraction and this is of 0.3 seconds. So, this QRS is related to which thing? It is related to the phenomena which moment? This is ventricular systole. Now comes the T wave. T wave is indicating repolarization during ventricular relaxation. So, let's understand this complete with the help graph with the help of a video now. This is a normal ECG graph. Now we are taking a small section of waves. These are the waveforms. Waveforms are caused by changes in voltage as measured between 2 points on the body, and each waveform represents a discrete electrophysiological event in the cardiac cycle. Now, P wave is here. This is indicating atrial depolarization. QRS complex. What it is indicating? It is indicating ventricular depolarization. T wave. T wave is indicating again ventricular repolarization. U wave is also here, but it's rare, and you will study about this wave in your medical classes when you will be studying MBBS. Okay, now we are moving on to the next part, that is characteristics which are used to describe waveforms. First is duration. Example, an unusually long P wave may be a sign of left atrial enlargement, or an unusually long QRS complex may be a sign of conduction block. Okay. Second is amplitude. Example, an unusually tall P wave may be a sign of right atrial enlargements, or an unusually tall QRS complex may be a sign of ventricular hypertrophy. And morphology is also here. Inverted P wave may indicate the origin of a heart rhythm other than the sinus node. If you have any query, just go to the website askIITians.com, click on the discussion board, select the category of your question type, type your question over there and get it answered from our experts, the experts of Ask IITians, within 24 to 48 hours free of cost. So students, this is all about ECG. You have studied a graph in which you have learned waveforms, P wave, QRS complex and T wave. Hope you have understood this completely. In this complete lecture based on the chapter body fluids and circulation, what we have studied, just have a quick summary of all the parts. In our first part, we studied about the blood components like plasma, WBCs, RBCs and platelets. In second part, we studied about the 4 blood groups: blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB and the blood group O. In our next part, what we studied the process of coagulation of blood, how prothrombin, fibrin, various clotting factors, platelets, RBCs and WBCs were taking part in the process of clot formation. Then we understood what is a heart, how a heart functions, the arteries, the veins, the capillaries that are a part of this complete process. Then we understood cardiac cycles, what is systole, what is diastole and how this complete one cardiac cycle is taking place. Then at the end, we have undergone ECG, a graphical record of various activities that are taking place during one cardiac cycle. Hope you have understood this chapter completely. Wish you all the best for your future. Thank you.